is actually so simple that many people just forget about this tip. Hello everyone and welcome back to English Space. Today I would like to give you 5 useful tips on how you can improve your English. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Tip number 1 is increase input. And I think this is very important for those people whose mother language is not English. So what I want you to do when you want to study English, you can try to switch to English as much as possible. For example, you can start reading English books, or you can start reading English news, or something in the internet that is in English, not in your mother language. Also, you can watch some videos, some movies, cartoons in English. This will help you understand the language better. This will help you create the patterns in your brain that in the long run will play a very good game for you, and it will increase your language learning dramatically. Tip number 2 is create studying habit. And when we talk about studying languages, it is very important to do it systematically. For example, you want to learn English. And in this case, you can make some plan for yourself. Like every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I study English for 1 hour every afternoon. And it is very important to create this habit and not to skip all these learning sessions. Because it helps you to organize your time and it helps your brain to push you when you feel like you don't want to study today or you feel lazy. You just remember that every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you study English for 1 hour. That's it. You create this habit and this will help you in the long run. Tip number 3 is do not forget to review. So when we learn new words, for example, today we learn 5 new words. And if we don't review these words, we will easily forget them. Maybe we'll forget their meaning, or maybe we'll forget how to use them in context. So not to forget them, it is very important to review them from time to time. And I don't say that you should review them every day, but for instance, if you learn 5 new words, it is better to review them the next day, like tomorrow. After that, you can review them in a week. After that, you can review them in a month. So what happens when you review the words is that these words come from your short-term memory into your long-term memory, which works really well. And if the words are in your long-term memory, it means that you will never forget these words. Or I would better say, you almost never forget these words. So reviewing is very important. Tip number 4 is practice. So maybe you know this saying like practice makes perfect. And I really love this saying because no matter what we do, no matter is it languages or some other craft or some other job, the more practice we have, the better we get at any particular situation. So, and it's the same for languages. The more you practice, the better you become. So don't forget to practice. Don't forget to practice. You learn something new, you remember it, you analyze it, and then you go outside, meet your friends or meet your teachers, and you practice it. So practice is a very important part of learning. And tip number 5 is actually so simple that many people just forget about this tip. It is about having a good rest. So regardless of what you're doing, you always need to have a good rest. It helps your body recover. It helps you to have enough energy for your processes in brain, for your muscles. So for example, when sportsmen do exercises, they do exercises 5 days a week, but one day a week they just spend to have rest, to recover, to make their body feel good, and to prepare for the next training. So the same thing works with our brain when it comes to studying something new. So rest is very important, and we should not neglect that. Alright guys, I guess this is it for now. I hope you find this video useful, and if so, please give it a like, don't forget to subscribe, and leave some comments. Also, maybe you can suggest what topics to cover in the next video. I would like to know your opinion, your ideas, and maybe, probably I will make a video about your topic that you choose. So that's it. Have a good time, have a good rest, and I'll see you guys next time.